Alright guys, so here we are. We're working on the passenger side suspension here. As you can see, I got the steering wheel straight. It's kind of probably hard to tell, but it's kind of veering off to the right here. So I'm actually going to adjust my toe here. So I'm going to pop this off and then rotate it around and see if I can extend it out a little bit to get this thing even. So stay tuned. So actually, before I get this off, I'm actually going to reconnect all the suspension up here. That'll save it from falling down on top of me. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit and then, yeah, get this thing off. Alright, so got a little bit straighter down there. I got my steering wheel straight. Probably can't see that in there, but I got this all tightened up. Everything is good to go, nice and tight, nice and snug. Even got my cotter pins back in where they needed to go. Everything is tight up top, looking good. Now I'm going to transfer over to the driver's side and get this one knocked out here, so that way I can get the wheels back on, get everything back off the jack stands and all that. So let me tackle this side and we'll continue cleaning. Alright, so got around to getting the driver's side done. Got everything hooked up, even took the time to put the hood release cable back on. Even in the interim, I did put some plugs in. Got my hood, I guess, I don't know, there are bumpers there. Even got some of the plastic covers back in. Kind of just putting some of the stuff back, cleaning it up, putting it back in, all that good stuff. So a little bit of cleanup here, cleaning one of the lines or so. I'm still going to clean all the lines. Get all that stuff cleaned up, all the conduit, all that good stuff. So it's coming along, but slowly but surely. But hopefully I got these wheels a little straight. I did adjust the tie rods on them, so a little bit straighter. Probably not 100% perfect, but hey, that's what I'll take it to a shop for, to get the alignment. So, but it's coming along. So I'm gonna clean up some more of this stuff here, and I'll show you guys what's going on. All right, guys. So I got to playing around a little bit and went ahead and painted some brackets. I figure I'd go black maybe, just because a lot of the stuff in the engine bay is black, kind of keep it consistent, I guess. But naturally it's going to go in and kind of sit there. So I think it'll look good. Give it a little bit of contrast on the red there. So I'm actually going to prepare to put my clutch master cylinder in. That way I can get this one hooked up in there. I went ahead and cleaned everything. I think it looks good. Putting some different hardware on there, trying to clean it up a little bit as I go. And we'll see how it looks. So let me get that clutch master cylinder in there and we'll get to go. All right, so I got the clutch master cylinder side by side. I got the new Nissan, pretty much the same thing, OEM Honda. I did have to reuse the gasket here that kind of goes between the firewall and the slave or clutch master cylinder here, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to make some adjustments at some point, kind of get these lined up for the clutch pedal, but I can adjust that. Once I get everything hooked up, I have to bleed it anyway, so might as well take the opportunity then, to kind of get things adjusted. But let's get this in so I can get the reservoir in and we'll be good to go. And I got to thinking, since I'm going under the dash, I did have to replace some bolts, so I did order, or these stoppers. I had to order these stoppers for the clutch and brake, so while I'm under there, I'm going to try to get these installed too. Why not? Alright, so here we go. I got the clutch master cylinder installed. Everything is bolted up and tight. I even replaced the hose with the new hose. Kind of had a bunch of hose laying around and cut it. So it's coming out pretty good. Replaced some of the hardware, so at least it's nice and clean. Got an extra bracket painted, so I am painting I'm painting all the brackets. Painting them all the brackets black. I even got the brake booster prepared for some paint. Get this thing ready to rock and roll so I can get that installed. And I got the bracket for the hose, the brake booster hose, painted already. I got that curing right now. But I'm gonna get this ready to go, prime it, paint it, and get ready for the install. So stay tuned for that, and we'll get this thing looking good. Alright, so I got some of the hood latch kind of cleaned up a little bit. Still got a little bit more to go on the rear. Probably end up soaking it in something. See if I can get it all cleaned up. Because I like to paint it. Maybe black like I want to do all the brackets, but we'll check that out. But as you see in the previous clip, I did actually get the brake booster painted. Everything's looking good. You got still have the Nissan up there. Got that all taped out. Got the new brake master cylinder. The booster is actually installed. I just got to hook up the little pin and put the the little pin in there, you know, to get that tightened up. So that should be good to go. But as you've seen, all this stuff is good. I did go a little bit of extra and started painting the proportioning valve. I got some of the brackets painted. It's all coming along. As well as actually I went ahead and painted the hood props and got that painted and got some new hardware. Everything's looking shiny. And also got me a new Mission Moto radiator. So just kind of got it mocked up in there right now. Just kind of seeing how it fits and how it looks and all that good stuff. I'll probably end up replacing the stay bracket here. Probably get a black one as well, but it's looking good. And of course all the brackets. Got some new hoses on there as well. So currently working on a fuse box, getting some of those brackets and things mounted, as well as I got a whole bunch of new Honda hardware. So everything's coming out pretty clean. I'm liking the way it's coming, so stay tuned. So it's been a couple days. I went ahead and got some new stuff in, got my new radiator tie down. Again, my Mission Moto radiator. Everything is good. I went as far as actually painting the hood prop. So I got this all nice and shiny, new mount. I even painted the hood brackets black. Got some new hardware for those. Everything is looking good. That's the Honda hardware I got in there, as well as again all the new hardware. Just trying to clean things up a little bit, but it's looking pretty good. Right now I gotta clean up the subframe down here. I got the fuse box in. Everything's kind of nice and tight. Did kind of chip a little bit of my paint back there, but I can touch that up probably with a black Sharpie, to be honest with you. But everything's looking good. A little bit of cleaning. Got to clean the wire harness up. Still a little bit dirty, and we get that nice and shiny, nice and clean. Get everything ran back through the car, and yeah, we'll be good to go. So we're getting there. It's looking clean. Everything's tight. Brake booster's tight. Everything's nice and good to go. I think I got to tighten up my master cylinder here, just to kind of get that tightened up. Maybe I'll back a bolt out so I know to do that. I'll double check everything again anyways. But it's looking good. It's coming along. Everything is looking good, looking shiny, looking clean. So we're getting somewhere. But I think that's going to do it for this video. I appreciate you guys for watching, staying tuned for the build. It's looking real good, coming along. Definitely saving some money. I think all in all is about $160 some, not including the box of scuff pads that I bought to paint the engine bay. Just a lot of work, but you guys can do it too. Especially if you already got the motor pulled, take a little extra time just to go ahead and get it all nice and tight, cleaned up and everything, and it comes along. But again, I am going to be hopping back on the D16 build here very soon. I got some epic news I want to share with you guys. It's probably 8 weeks out before I'll receive it, but stay tuned for that. I did get a couple parts in for the D16 motor, so I'll be installing those, taking you guys along for that ride. But stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you feel about the build. And yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. So stay tuned to the next episode. So until then, peace.